Hello everyone, this is Persephone and we have to thank the haters from the previous week for the inspiration for this video. I'm not going to make it femdom related because I'm done with femdom, but I'm going to use a recent example to start the video to get you an idea of what we're going to talk about. And that is, many people lie to you and play extremely unfair in this world, and you play fair, and it has become so strange that if someone like me tells you the truth because of their autism, you get shocked. What do I mean? Let's decipher. In the past, when I used to do femdom full time, every day I had 2 or 3 people that contacted me and they had previous experience with mistresses. So I was naturally curious to know what happened to that mistress. And they would always give me some kind of elaborate story, something like she got married and her boyfriend forced her to quit. She moved away to Fuji Mountain and there was no internet. She got 3 civilian jobs. She decided to transition to a non-binary asexual. You get the point. All of these things were lies. If I had $1 every time a sub who got dumped by his previous goddess believed such a sob-lying story, I would be richer than Elon Musk. So what happened to me, becoming fed up and wanting to do something different with my life, is not unique at all. It's actually quite common, I have to say, in this industry. Here's the difference. The other women ghosted you and lied to you, and I wanted to tell you the truth because I believe that if you paid me and if you watched me, you deserve the truth. I always say that for my audience. And oh my God, the gates of hell opened. I got 3 different people that they have been cheapskates for years, and I had blocked them because I'm not going to like penny pinch with Omega losers, that joined my OnlyFans in the same day to complain about the fact that I'm quitting. Are you crazy? I said you threw money in this hard economy to my OnlyFans just to complain that I quit. You weren't going to pay me anyway. So you pay me to rage, hate, and cause drama. Talk about Omega behavior. We're going to take this and we're going to expand it to real life for many men, especially beta, omega, and some repressed alpha men. And that is, if you're American, my condolences to Americans. It happens 10 times more often than other people. I don't know why, maybe your culture. When you have a problem and when you go to someone to talk about your problem, they're going to downplay the problem, dismiss it, invalidate you, which is a form of abuse, or tell you some fantasy blue pill story that is not going to work. Example, I made this video about losing the weight to improve your chances of dating, and I got many new fans that they came to me concerned and they wanted psychological and practical help to lose the weight. By psychological and practical help, it doesn't mean I became a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer and all that. It means I can be with you to set an appointment, with your primary physician, to take things from there, see what's going on with your health, because remember, if it's not healthy, it's not sexy. So I had these people asking me, were you serious on the video? That if I'm obese, I'm not going to get women? And I'm like, yeah, and it's also very dangerous for your health. And they were asking, are you serious that you wouldn't date obese men? And I said, yes, because I don't find them sexually attractive. And they were like, holy shit, no one ever told me that. Every time I asked women in the past if my weight was a problem, they would give him some cryptic lying answers. For example, something like, oh, you're a great guy. You will make this magical unicorn woman who can see any of your problems happy one day. You're great as you are. For the right woman, your 400 pounds won't matter. Really? I'm going to tell you something. If there is someone that all of a sudden says all over you and your 400 pounds don't matter, that also cause erectile dysfunction, depression, early death, and a bunch of other problems, I would be extremely suspicious of her. Like, what's the deal with her? Is he asexual? Is he a visa hunter? Is he a psycho? Is he a borderline or a narcissist that is going to be degrading you for your weight later on? Is he just wanting to settle down with her 6 different kids from 7 different men and she just, okay, the math didn't add up, but you get the point. There are women who have a bunch of kids with hot men and then they want someone to like foot the bill. So what's the deal with her? Why don't you want someone healthy who has some standards? And people told me, you're the only one saying this to me. These people play really unfair with you and no one is opening your eyes. This channel is essentially an effort to open the eyes of whoever wants them opened. So I'm really sorry if my decisions upset you, but at the end of the day, my first priority is myself. And I survived this long, despite the fact that I had people actually trying to kill me, my mother who's a narcissist, and some other freaks, mainly online, but also in real life. Because if something serves me, I do it. If something stops serving me, I no longer do it. It's as simple as that. It may sound psychopathic or creepy or detached, but You have to do what you have to do in this dystopia, okay? So it wasn't an easy decision, it's not without risk, but I still stand by it. Similarly, you have to stop letting other people control the narratives in your life and lying to you, and start trusting yourself and your judgment. So if your intuition is telling you that what you see in the mirror is a problem, you have to forget all of these women and start taking actions to solve the problem. It's not even that complicated. Take a look around you and see what kind of guys women date. And if you say women date obese men with money, I'm going to correct you here and say women tolerate obese men they're not attracted to because of their money. So if you want to pay some woman's tolerance with your wallet, go ahead and do it. But I still think that caring for your health is a form of self-respect that is invaluable and shouldn't be tied to women. Same to the people who all wrote their unsolicited opinions, among them some unattractive women. I'm going to tell you, I treat my YouTube as a business, which means if you want to have an opinion about me, and that opinion is extremely negative or insulting, you are very, very welcome to make a video, post it online, and promote me. If you think I'm going to provide you a free platform to sit down and write negative stuff about me that they will direct traffic to your channel that is as failed as your entire life, then I'm sorry, you don't understand capitalism. Let's start from the basics. YouTube is essentially still competition, so you're not going to siphon subscribers with your drama. That doesn't mean that I don't accept or respond to well-thought like criticism or genuine arguments or people citing resources and statistics. Of course I will. I'm talking about some person who started talking to me about female dating strategy, and even YouTube put him directly on spam. I don't care. One of the many good things about YouTube is I have a dictatorship here. I say what I want. There are no rights unless I say so, and we don't have a referendum that you get to discuss where I'm taking my brand. And I'm really sorry to say that you have to start playing with your eyes open if you want to win. I'm not telling you becoming a psychopath or some kind of person that just uses others and discards them or anything like that, but it's time to decentralize your attention and take people off of the pedestal that you put them. Just because someone is your parent or your friend for a long time or someone you respect doesn't mean they have every answer. I don't have every answer, I'm telling you. But I know that if you have a problem, most likely other people had it, and denying it isn't going to solve it. Stop accepting dismissal. Stop accepting lies so easily. So your goddess quit, so went to the mountains. Let me tell you something. If I want to keep in touch with a guy, even if I am at the top high security prison, I'm going to pull my strings and find a way to contact him. And so do many other women. So if all of a sudden one day she disappeared into thin air, she vanished, and she never wants to hear from you again, it's probably because your needy, whiny, stingy, clingy, creepy behavior drove her away. And I don't care if she was alpha, beta, a scammer, a real, no one wants to deal with that shit. And people who say, it's a shame you stopped, is it a shame that I practice self-care? Well, if it's for you, then I have no comment on that. I guess I'm a product since I am online, I'm not a person, and since I stopped providing what you wanted me to provide, all of a sudden my worth is reduced to nothing. Maybe you need to sit down with that thought a little bit and think, if you treat people like products and then others treat you like a product and you're found to be a one-star product if you were on Amazon and you don't have any value, maybe the problem is you and that mentality. I say that because I consider this topic closed. I'm not going to respond to any more complaints, whinings, manipulation, and so on. And I'm really sorry if you were a decent person who was into these fetishes and enjoyed it and you feel wronged by that. Unfortunately, sometimes we have collateral damage. And I can't accept the constant harassment that comes with it. To the people who said you'll come to regret it, this and that, well, regret is part of life. It is a risk I'm willing to take. It's better to take action and regret it than to stay upset, repressed, and wait for something to change. I don't wait for things to change. I take charge and I change them. I don't know if this yet. I think if you want to do something, you can sit down with your life and think about the past and how many people invalidated you, and at the end of the day, you were right and they were wrong. And the sure way to know if you're right is if you try their advice and nothing happens. Like you wait for that woman who's not going to care about the 400 pounds and she never comes. Thank you for watching.